The story of the Hindenburg begins long before its tragic end, with the remarkable history of zeppelins. These massive airships were the pinnacle of early 20th century aviation, combining engineering brilliance with the luxury of transatlantic travel. Developed by Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, zeppelins became a symbol of progress, prestige, and technological advancement. Between 1900 and the 1930s, dozens of zeppelins were built, primarily in Germany, and operated by Deutsche Luftschifffahrts Aktiengesellschaft, the world's first airline. They played significant roles in passenger transport and military operations during World War I. Their success continued into the interwar period, with notable models such as the Graf Zeppelin, which completed a record-breaking global flight in 1929. Despite the legacy of airships, one Zeppelin remains the most famous today, the LZ-129 Hindenburg. The Hindenburg was not just an airship, it was a marvel of engineering and a representation of German aeronautical prowess. Adorned with swastika symbols on its tail fins, the airship also served as a tool of Nazi propaganda, showcasing Germany's technological advancements under the Third Reich. Though operated primarily for commercial travel, the Hindenburg was often used to promote national pride and reinforce the image of German supremacy in aviation during the 1930s. Constructed by the Zeppelin Company, it was the largest airship ever built, named after Paul von Hindenburg, the former president of Germany. Hindenburg was a decorated military officer and a significant political figure, best known for appointing Adolf Hitler as Chancellor in 1933. The airship was intended to honor his legacy and symbolize German engineering excellence, measuring 245 meters, 803 feet, in length and capable of carrying 72 passengers and a crew of 61. It boasted state-of-the-art navigation technology, an advanced propulsion system powered by 4 Daimler-Benz diesel engines, and a luxurious interior that included a dining salon, lounge, and even a smoking room, despite being filled with highly flammable hydrogen. Designed to revolutionize transatlantic air travel, it promised an elegant and expedient alternative to ocean liners, completing a trip across the Atlantic in just 2 to 3 days, compared to the 5 days required by ships. Commissioned in 1936, the Hindenburg made numerous successful flights, proving itself a reliable and luxurious means of transport. It completed 63 flights in its short lifespan, including multiple transatlantic journeys between Germany and the United States, as well as South America. With elegant dining areas, private cabins, and a smoking lounge, the Hindenburg was truly a flying hotel. On May 6, 1937, the Hindenburg was nearing the end of its transatlantic journey from Frankfurt, Germany, to Lakehurst Naval Air Station in New Jersey. The flight had been smooth, carrying 97 people on board, including passengers and crew, with the journey characterized by the usual luxury and efficiency that the airship was known for. However, as the Hindenburg approached its destination, it encountered deteriorating weather conditions. Thunderstorms and strong winds swept through the region, forcing the crew to delay their landing. The airship spent over an hour circling the naval air station, waiting for conditions to improve, all while attempting to maneuver safely in the turbulent air. Eventually, the storm passed, and the Hindenburg was cleared to land. The captain ordered a high landing approach, meaning the airship would drop its landing ropes from a higher altitude than usual to accommodate the wind conditions. During the approach, the captain had to drop ballast 3 times to maintain stability and adjust altitude for the landing procedure. As the ground crew moved into position to catch the landing ropes, witnesses reported seeing a bright flash near the tail section, followed by a sudden burst of flames. Within seconds, fire rapidly spread along the hydrogen-filled airframe, consuming the massive structure. The entire catastrophe unfolded in just 34 seconds, reducing the once majestic airship to a skeletal frame of smoldering wreckage. The disaster claimed the lives of 36 people, including a member of the ground crew, while others miraculously survived by leaping from the burning wreckage or being rescued from the collapsing structure. Despite the intense inferno, an extraordinary number of passengers and crew survived. Ground personnel and first responders bravely rushed to pull survivors from the wreckage. Many escaped by jumping from windows, and others were rescued from the burning framework by quick-thinking crew members. The miraculous survival rate of over 60% is a testament to the bravery and resilience of those on the scene. The cause of the fire has remained a subject of speculation for decades, with several theories emerging over the years. One common hypothesis suggests that static electricity may have triggered the fire by sparking the highly flammable hydrogen gas inside the airship. Another theory posits that sabotage could have played a role, with some speculating that an anti-Nazi agent planted a bomb, although no definitive proof was ever found to support this claim. Additionally, some researchers argue that the airship's outer skin, which was coated with a potentially flammable substance, may have contributed to the rapid spread of the fire. Finally, a mechanical failure leading to a hydrogen leak is also considered a possibility, with the gas potentially igniting upon contact with an electrical discharge. Following the disaster, both German and American authorities conducted thorough investigations. The German inquiry was led by Dr. Hugo Eckener, former head of the Zeppelin company and a leading advocate for airship travel. The American investigation was overseen by the U.S. Commerce Department. The official report concluded that a static charge likely ignited a hydrogen leak, causing the airship to catch fire. While the exact cause remains debated, most experts agree that the use of hydrogen instead of helium, a decision influenced by international trade restrictions, was a key factor in the disaster. Additionally, Captain Max Pruss, the commanding officer of the Hindenburg, Chief Engineer Rudolf Sauter, and cabin boy Werner Franz, age 14, provided testimony on the airship's final moments, contributing to the official conclusions. Franz, the youngest of the crew members, miraculously survived the disaster by quickly reacting to the explosion, dousing himself with water and escaping through an opening in the wreckage. The Hindenburg disaster marked the end of the airship era. Once seen as the future of aviation, rigid airships were swiftly abandoned in favor of safer, faster airplanes. The tragedy serves as a haunting reminder of both the ambitions and limitations of early aviation technology. The Hindenburg remains one of the most well-documented disasters in history, its fiery demise immortalized in film, photographs, and eyewitness accounts. While its end was tragic, its legacy as an engineering marvel and symbol of an era lives on. Through this documentary, we remember not just the destruction, but the ingenuity and aspirations that gave rise to the Zeppelin age.